G'day Milan fans out there. It's Shady and Luke here. We're back finally. We've taken a few weeks off. But we're finally back. How's it going, Shady?
I'm good, Luke. Good day, everyone. Hope everyone's all right.
Yeah, I sound a bit rusty there with my intro, but
I think we both are. We both are. Yeah.
We'll warm back into it. To all the Azzurri fans out there, what a Monday morning that was. I was definitely at Lygon Street for all Melburnians out there. You'll know Lygon is the heart of Italian culture in Melbourne. I was out there celebrating with all the other Azzurri fans. Did you get a chance to watch it, Shady?
Oh yeah, I got up for it, and my heart was with the Azzurri too. Congratulations! I got up for it. Fortunately, I couldn't be at Lygon that day. I had to rush off to work straight after. But I was really happy for Italy, and a game well played, and a well-deserved victory, and well-deserved tournament overall. So congratulations to all the Azzurri fans out there.
Absolutely. I mean, the one putting back our Milan caps, it was a little bit disappointing not to see any Milan players starring in it.
Yeah.
Of course, there was Giroud, and I mean, we've said a lot about him, but the truth of the matter is that he had a fantastic game and probably won the tournament for Italy.
He had a fantastic tournament, yeah.
So, you can't talk anything bad about how he went during the tournament. It's just sad to see that he's off to PSG, and
Yeah. It's I can't say the writing wasn't on the wall when he didn't renew. Again, he had a great tournament, take nothing away from his performances. And obviously, as we've both said, we're not going to backtrack on that now. We both, well before Euro 2020, we along with millions of other Milan fans, we kind of knew that he was the best keeper in the world. Let's be honest about it. But that being said, the fact that he had chance after chance after chance to renew and didn't go for any of them, and even like the tweets, on Twitter when he was tweeting like this thread about his love for Milan and all that, didn't make any sense really. I mean it was all just playing on the heartstrings a bit, and these colors will always be true to them, blah 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 blah. But you could have put your money where your mouth was months ago. So good luck to him at PSG. He's a professional. We've talked about this before. We've said players think of themselves as professionals with short careers, and they want to maximize their income. That's fine. But just spare us the Milan stuff. All the best to him. He's an amazing keeper, arguably the best in the world. Even after he's left us, arguably the best in the world. Yeah, all the best to him. But I'm glad that we're done with this drama with him and Hakan as well.
I'm pretty happy to move on with Giroud. Hakan's kind of annoyed me a little bit with all of his Inter posts recently on across the socials, but I think we move past them. Hakan, to be honest, I'm not too upset about losing because he's hot and cold, but
he can be replaced.
With Giroud, we've got Magnan coming in anyway, so all reports coming out of Milan at the moment is that he's training really well, and we know that he's got talent from what he did with Lille last season. So I think we can look to the future now. The one that is coming out, I don't know if you've heard, Shady, but is out of CSKA Moscow, is Nikola Vlasic. Beyond kind of watching his highlights, I haven't really done too much more. I don't really watch the Russian league too often, if ever. But he seems like he's got some talent. So we'll see. Watch that space, I guess.
There were a couple of names. So exactly. The first thing I was like, Nikola who? So you go to YouTube and you watch the highlight compilation. But the thing with those highlight compilations on YouTube is they can make me look like a world-class trick artist. You know what I mean? When you put in the right bits. So I don't know. He looks good. My ignorance, obviously, it's my ignorance on my part that I didn't know much about him. He looks okay, but there's only so much you can tell or judge by a YouTube compilation. The other one was it Salbitz or something? The Red Bull Leipzig attacking midfielder. I'm not sure about the name, Marcel Salbitz. I'm not sure. So I might have butchered the name right there. But he was the other one we were linked to. So I don't know. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, I think something's brewing. I think definitely with the Vlasic one, I think at the moment what's coming out is that we're not going to see anything for another week or two. I think I think both parties are keen on it happening, but I think CSKA are sticking to 30 million, I think, which is pretty, I mean, we don't have that much money to throw around too lightly, I don't think. So yeah, I think it's going to be a carefully considered move from Milan, of course. So yeah, we'll see. It's disappointing we didn't get DePaul from Udinese and he went to us.
Yeah. And
I really thought that one was going to come through. But yeah,
that would have been a good one. Proven player in Serie A, a real leader, really. And you saw him in the Copa America. He was like bossing the final against Brazil. So it's a shame. It's a shame Serie A lost him in general.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is always sad to see a good player leave the league. But otherwise, speaking of big players, good players leaving the league, there's also a good big player coming into the league. Arguably maybe a little bit past his prime, but that is Olivier Giroud coming into Milan, taking that cursed number 9.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking, mate. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, taking the number, but maybe it'll be him. Maybe it'll be him.
Yeah.
I really want to see someone breaking that curse. Yeah, I agree. He's past his prime. I'm not sure exactly what our strategy is with forwards now. I've got Ibra and then Giroud's like 34 now, or 35. And are we going to have someone a bit younger? I mean, because arguably both of them are going to have injury problems or won't be able to keep up for the whole season. The good thing about Giroud is he's he's well-traveled, well-established. He shows up in big games. He can score difficult goals. He's a winner. He's won it all. So it's a good. I think it's another case of if both him and Ibra are compatible, which I hope they will be, and early signs seem to be okay. Very early signs. They'll only help with the mentality in the dressing room. That'll only help. But the question for me is if we need like someone who can play a bit more games, a few more games. So if we need, do we bring back Colombo? What's the deal up front? Do we bring someone else in? And
and yeah, that's still the problem that Maldini and Colombo, you still don't feel are ready to have a significant presence, I don't think. And yeah, Giroud, I think people comparing him to the Mandzukic move, I don't think it's quite the same in that I think Mandzukic was a little bit further past his prime. Giroud coming straight off a team that's won the Champions League, you know, Mario coming off a team in Abu Dhabi or somewhere like that. Different circumstances, but yeah, I think it was needed because obviously we saw Zlatan has his injury problems now with his age. So it'll be, I think, a balancing act in trying to manage both so they kind of fill each other's holes. But I still don't think it's the answer to our bigger problems.
Yeah, it's a short-term solution. It's like patchwork. We need something a bit more concrete. I mean, obviously we were priced out of Vlasic, I think, from Fiorentina. I think he would have been, I don't know, a bit more of a long-term solution. If he was playing, he was like the deputy Ibra, if you will, or vice Ibra. He could have learned some stuff off Ibra and then applied it. I mean, that would have been nice, but seems like it wasn't meant to be. One thing, sorry, just going back very quickly to the Trequartista, we've been linked with Luis Alberto. I mean, Romagnoli and 10 million was the rumor. Romagnoli and 10 million in cash for Luis Alberto. Would you take it?
That's a really tough question. I'm still not in the camp of letting Romagnoli go too easily. And I think it's really important we don't undervalue him here. Because remembering only 6 months to 12 months ago, he was probably valued a lot higher than what he is being now. I think that's kind of the trap there. I think Luis Alberto is a fantastic player though. So and a player that we would definitely be better with. Yeah, I'm just not sure about those terms. Maybe. What about you?
Yeah. I mean, I'd want to hold on to Romagnoli for this season, given our commitments.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only it were like a swap deal with Castelleo, for example. Oh, that would be the dream. But yeah, we
Just
can't seem to get rid of him.
Straight swap. Yeah.
Straight swap. Remember, I would give them all the money. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even want Luis Alberto. I'll just give them.
You know, in saying, talking about Castelleo here, watching the highlights of the Pro Sesto match this morning, he actually looked like, I don't know, we had a star on the right wing this morning.
Yeah, well, it was Pro whatever the Serie C team was.
Yeah, he's got a goal and
look,
yeah, who knows? Remembering these types of games were the ones that Calabria started to kind of raise a few eyebrows. But
maybe this is what's going to launch him into a world-class right winger. Okay, I hope so. I mean, Calabria is still young and he has so much room for potential. But yeah. Well, look, I hope I'm wrong. If it's something that helps Milan, why would I'd never object to it. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But yeah, the signs are the writing's kind of on the wall with that. But yeah,
absolutely. The few points that I mean, off that game, I guess, was it was great to see Pobega back in the red and black, playing for us. I mean, from what I've seen, I think he's had a pretty good game. He scored a goal. And then the new Primavera player, Milos Kerkez, who's recently come in. Otherwise, yeah.
Scored a brace, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
I think a lot of people are saying that they want to see Pobega stay with us and not be loaned out this season.
Been reading about that.
And yeah, I guess the other similar player, probably a year or two further along in his career, is Sandro Tonali being signed officially.
Oh yeah, that was a relief.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty easy decision when the terms were reached. Obviously, he hasn't blown up into stardom yet, but it looks like he could keep heading in that direction, I think.
Definitely. We don't want to repeat of the Locatelli situation. No. We don't want. Yeah, we've had so many players over the years just slip through the cracks and move on to other clubs and just shine there. I think Tonali is. We've always had a soft spot for him. We've always been biased towards him, and we've all seen how he's class, and he's the one who offered to take a pay cut just to stay at Milan. That's the kind of player you want, not someone like Hakan who for like 500 grand just sells you you down the river and goes to your city rivals. We want people who are or a Gigio who kisses the badge. No offense to him as an Azzurri player again, sorry. But kisses the badge after every game and then just goes for more money, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of player and character you want.
Yeah. Hey, Shady, I guess coming towards the end of this, if you had to create a wish list right now, who would be kind of your top one or two players on that wish list?
I think there are a few players on the right. I mean, okay, probably from the names that have been mentioned so far, I take Luis Alberto as the trequartista over someone who's not unproven in Serie A. I would do that. And I'm not sure with the right wing who we could bring in at this point. I'd have to get back to you on the right wing to see who's available. I mean, who we could bring in. Yep. But I think Luis Alberto would probably take the box for me in the trequartista role. I would be happy to keep Pobega in the squad. I'd be happy to keep the squad as is, basically. Not sell off any of the key players, but bring in the right winger and the trequartista. And maybe Colombo back, and he can play under Giroud and Ibra.
Yeah. Well, watching the Euros, the one that kind of stung me a little bit more, because I've always loved him going back to his Fiorentina days.
Chiesa.
I
was kicking myself. We were talking about it last year, and then we went on a rant about Chiesa, and I told you he was the first player that I would sign for Milan in FIFA, and yeah, of course. But I mean, at this point, he's untouchable at events. No way he's going to come. Yeah. But yeah, of course, he would have solved all the right wing problems if we'd splashed the cash out for him. And remember that 3-1 game when it was him and Ribéry they tore us to shreds at San Siro. Remember they beat us 3-1 2 years ago with Fiorentina, and that was just like I was blown away. I'd seen him a few times with Fiorentina, but that game was just sealed it for me. That just sealed it for me, and I was like, we need to sign this guy. But
anyway, hopefully we can find that next Federico Chiesa somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
We need the right wing.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah. Apparently, we're on the hunt for a good right winger, according to all stuff coming out of Milan. But we'll see who that is. I don't think it, unfortunately, will be Chiesa. But
yeah. Talk of Berardi, but I mean, I think Sassuolo are playing hard to get as well. So I mean, yeah, I don't think that'll. I think they're gonna try and milk that one for every euro they can get. So I don't think we'll get him either.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We will see. But I mean, no matter who comes, it'll be good to see us back in the Champions League this season.
Oh, definitely where we belong.
Exactly. So anyway, that's kind of all my notes I have. Unless there's anything else, Shady.
No, it's just good to be back, mate.
It absolutely is. Well, I guess until next week, Forza Milan, and let's see Maldini tie up a few of those loose ends, get a right winger.
Sounds like a plan. Forza Milan. See you, mate.
Ta.
Gotta play cool for us. It's the right,